Hello everyone, thank you for joining me again. It's another bitterly cold day here, and I have a list of fun domestic projects that we can accomplish today. Let's see, I want to clip branches from the crabapple trees in the backyard, and I will force those branches into early indoor bloom right here in the house. I need to sharpen my knives. I want to polish the silver candlesticks and a silver 19th century wine holder that I have in the dining room. I need to practice piano. Not sure you want to listen to that. And I want to make chicken francese and a roasted red bell pepper salad for dinner tonight. We can enjoy that dinner in front of a fire. But before we do anything, I need to make breakfast. I'm going to make coleslaw and eggs for an extra healthy breakfast. Butter, olive oil, coleslaw, salt, pepper, toss, eggs, salt and pepper for the eggs, then lower the heat and cover until the whites are set. Two for you and two for me. A taste. We are going to finish our breakfast in a different room, and then we will come back and start sharpening the knives. On to the knives, and I do love this knife sharpener. You hold the knife this way to sharpen it, and this way to hone the knife. And then you pinch these two little pieces here to polish the knife. It's very easy to use. Very sharp. Most of my knives only need to be honed. Honing straightens the blade. My knives are perfectly sharp, so now all I need to do is to wash the knives. And after that, we will get cracking on the silver. So these are some of the silver items that we did not get to when we cleaned this dining room last week. Now I noticed that these candlesticks have some stuck-on candle wax around the rim, and I want to show you the easiest way to remove that wax. So we actually have to head back to the kitchen. To remove candle wax, I heat the oven to approximately 200 degrees Fahrenheit or 90 degrees Celsius. Then I put the candlesticks on a parchment-lined baking sheet. In the warm oven, the candle wax will melt and drip onto the parchment paper. While the candles are heating in the oven, I'm going to go ahead and start polishing this 19th century silver wine holder. I bought this in London, about 27 years ago. It's a pierced wine holder. This silver polish does a great job. I can link the product in the description below if you are interested. This is a pierced silver bread basket, or maybe it's a fruit basket. I use it for rolls and slices of a baguette. I'm going to let these sit here for a moment before I buff them. Meantime, I need to fetch the candlesticks from the oven. So of heat from the oven melted that wax right off of the candlesticks without harming the silver. I don't know when these candelabra were made. I'm guessing early 20th century. I just remembered something. This is a convertible candle holder. So you can go from candelabra to just one candlestick. Now all I need to do is to buff the silver to a shine. I know I have said this in previous videos, but I find that polishing silver is a very relaxing job to do. Onto the candelabra. This candelabra is polishing up beautifully. It's like night and day. If you are interested in finding antique or just very old silver, my best recommendation is to seek them out at auction. That's where almost all of my silver came from, except certain pieces I bought in London at an antique shop. And that's it. The silver is polished. Let me clean this up, and then we can head outside to clip some branches from spring flowering shrubs and trees. Let's arrange some twigs. So this is the forsythia, which I will put in this vase. I always cut the branches at varying lengths to create a sculptural effect in the vase. In a sunny window, this forsythia will probably bloom in about 7 days. This is the flowering quince. The variety is called crimson and gold. So it has red petals and a gold stamen, as I recall. And finally, the crabapple branches. Flowering quince will probably bloom in 7 to 14 days. And this crabapple will probably bloom a good month from now. Let's put these branches in windows. I decided to make a little bouquet with some of the trimmings from the forsythia. And now we need to head over to the berry farm. I need to buy the chicken for the Chicken Francese and some feta cheese for the roasted red peppers with feta cheese and almonds. I'm going to put my groceries away, and then I need to go practice piano. Before we start dinner, I need to arrange firewood in the dining room fireplace. I will light the fire a little later. So for dinner tonight, I'm making chicken francese, but I'm going to start the dinner with a roasted red bell pepper first course. So I have some roasted red bell pepper strips here. Drain them. This is one of the easiest first courses in my repertoire. Those on a platter, olive oil. And here is the feta cheese that you and I purchased at the berry farm this afternoon. I'm going to break off a piece and just crumble it on top of the roasted red bell peppers. And now some sliced almonds. And there we have it, a very easy first course. For the chicken francese, I need 2 chicken cutlets. These are the cutlets that we purchased at the berry farm earlier. Pat them dry. Then I want to cut them horizontally in half. This is why I needed to sharpen my knives this morning. If you have a sharp knife, this job is very easy to do. Now I need to pound the chicken to a 1/4 inch thickness. 2 of these pieces are already quite thin, so I think I only have to do 2 pieces. I need to salt and pepper the chicken. Next, I need a lemon and a knife. And I will cut the lemon into slices. This is a small lemon. I think I'll use 2. Chicken francese is always breaded, so I have about 1 cup or 130 grams of all-purpose flour here, putting that into a pie plate. And in a second pie plate, I'm going to beat 2 large eggs. This is my favorite egg beating tool. It's called a spiral whisk. Let's set up an assembly line at the stovetop. So here's our lineup. I have the chicken, the flour, and the beaten egg. And then I have my skillet over medium heat. We'll add 2 tablespoons of butter. My heat was too high. This will be brown butter chicken francese. Now I'm adding 2 tablespoons of olive oil. We take a chicken cutlet, dredge it in the flour, shake off excess, dip into the egg, let excess egg drip back into the dish, and then into the skillet. And then repeat with the remaining chicken. This dish turned out phenomenally well. I can link the recipe in the description below if you are interested. Egg. Skillet. Cook the chicken until it is richly browned, about 3 minutes per side. Add the lemon slices. Cook the chicken until it achieves 165 degrees Fahrenheit or 74 degrees Celsius. When the chicken is done, transfer it to a platter and then flip the lemons over to let them brown on the underside for just a moment. And when the lemons are perfectly tender and beautifully browned, add them to the chicken on the platter. Now we need to make a very fast sauce. A half cup of dry white wine or dry French vermouth, a half cup of chicken stock, and a quarter cup or so of heavy cream. Just stir. Finally, add the juice of 1 lemon. So we are deglazing the skillet. In other words, we are bringing up all of the little stuck-on bits from the bottom of the pan. Those bits are loaded with flavor. We will let this boil until the sauce thickens and reduces. That will take only 60 seconds or so. Now we can pour this glorious lemony sauce, lemony creamy sauce, over the chicken. Then I want to garnish with some coarsely chopped parsley. Then just for looks, if you want to use some extra fresh lemon slices, you certainly may. What an easy dish to make. I'm going to keep this warm in a 200 degree Fahrenheit or 90 degrees Celsius oven, for 10 minutes or so while we light the fire. I cannot wait to tuck into this salad. Of course, I already know it's delicious because I've made it many times in the past. The sweetness from the charred bell peppers, the pungency of the feta cheese, the crunch of the almonds. This is a perfect little first course salad. I am serving the chicken francese on a bed of hot cooked rice. You might prefer mashed potatoes here. Chicken francese. I have to have another bite. I love everything about this chicken francese. I love its ease of preparation. I love the crust on the chicken. I love the bright lemony sauce. I give this dish 10 stars. Thank you for hanging out with me on this blustery day. I certainly enjoyed your company as we polished the silver. We clipped branches from spring flowering trees and shrubs. we practiced piano, and we made this dinner. I can put a couple of my other videos at the end of this one that you can enjoy between now and my next upload. Until then, please treat yourself well, and I will see you in the next episode. Chin chin.